Hey, it's Jen, Bitch in a Hurry, Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Aquarius for the week of January 21st, third week in January 2019. The time is just flying right by. I can't believe it. You can find me on Instagram at Bitch in a Hurry or at bitchinahurry.com. There'll be a little sale going on. And I would just like to say a quick thank you to everyone who ordered readings, anyone who referred me to your family and friends. I'm so honored. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you. And all my new subscribers and the people that were there from the beginning, thank you very much for hanging out with me and sticking by me while I, got into the groove here. And like I said, my new subscribers, I cannot wait to get to know you guys. Thank you so, so much. Let's get started. Aquarius. Four of Pentacles. You got some things on your mind. You're keeping some things to yourself right now, and oftentimes called the Miser card. But in this situation, I think you're making some big plans. You've got some stuff going on. And this is in your finances too. This is all about you need to keep things kind of your business right now. Keep your business to yourself. Your business is your business. And keep a good eye on your finances right now. You're making a lot of plans. This is, yes, this is the Miser card. He's holding on to his stuff and all that. But when people do this kind of stuff and they buckle down finance-wise, a lot of times it's because they're making plans. So if you are making plans, you keep the plans to yourself. I mean, you may have a few people you could share with, but keep it off social media. Keep it your own business. Just keep these plans to yourself and keep a very tight eye on your finances right now. You do have the Four of Wands, so this says happiness is on its way. Four of Wands is the foundational card. You're maybe building a whole new foundation. You're doing something different than you had thought you would do. And the Four of Wands, it's action, but it's also, like I say, building a foundation, often called the marriage card. This is like you'll see it with like a bridal arch a lot of times and a party going on around it. I mean, if you look at these, whatever these little animals are, they're very harmonious. They're all together. There's this beautiful bright sunlight. You can see that this is your plan. Like you're kind of reining it in and keeping an eye on everything because this is what you want. You're working toward this different feeling, this feeling of harmony. Now, of course, Capricorn had this too. You get the devil showing up, okay? So you're kind of down here minding your own business, in your own little world, and the devil's up here like whooshing around. Like this reminds me of like some kind of like kung fu guy who's like leaping around and twirling and making like a big scene. Just look away, okay? Because this is the kind of stuff that just shows up to make a mess out of stuff. This can be old habits. Given that it's with this Harmony card and with this Four of Pentacles, I'm thinking it could be old spending habits. It can be drinking, smoking, doing drugs, like I always say. It can be any of those obvious things, but it can be, like I say, bad finance habits or whatever. This kind of stuff rears up when you're trying to make changes, and it's very, very common that you see this. When weird things like this happen, you got to put everything in perspective. You have the Hanged Man here. Look at everything from a different perspective, because if you see this just the way it always is, you may be tempted, just like I told Capricorn, to be like, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. And when you focus on, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, the universe gives you more of this, because all it hears is this. This. You have to focus on, I want this. It's very simple. I want this. I'm mindful of my finances. I'm careful. I'm keeping things close to my chest because I want this. This is my ultimate goal. Harmony, peace, happiness, brand new days, sunlight, building a new and different foundation. You need to look at everything in your life differently. Everything in your life in a way that you had not seen it before. And like I always say, he's not like strung up here, right? He's not lynched. He's just hanging up like you hang on the monkey bars like when you're a kid. But from upside down, you look at everything and everything looks totally different. Well, this is how you need to look at everything that comes into your life. When this stuff shows up and the guy comes in twirling and trying to like make a big scene and get you to pay attention and all this, you just need to take a look and go, I'm gonna focus on this right now. This is my focus right now. Harmony and building a new foundation. I want something different. Underlying energy, you do have this Three of Swords. For you to buckle down your finances and work on this Four of Wands energy, sometimes it feels a little like this. You know, you guys could be saying goodbye to some things that maybe you used to enjoy. Maybe as part of this buckling down thing, you are not doing some things you used to do. Maybe you have people in your life who do not support you, who think you're kind of crazy, and they are giving you a lot of flack. But whatever it is, it's causing you to feeling kind of bad about it, you know. And people, for anybody who's all like, Aquarians are so detached and they have no emotions. Well, Aquarians are the water bearers. We carry all this stuff with us. We just don't necessarily blurt it all out. I'm an Aquarius. We don't necessarily blurt it all out for the whole world to see, okay? But it doesn't mean that we don't feel. So even though we may not act like it, we can be feeling this inside. We can be feeling like, wow, this really sucks. You know, this feels really, really bad. But it doesn't mean that we're going to, like, you know, barf it all over everybody who will listen. So give us a break, okay? Yes, we are detached, but not really. We may come off that way, but really we're not, okay? So just stop it. Stop it. Now, we have the Judgment card, which is beautiful, because when you start feeling like, oh, this is really sad, this really sucks, I'm disappointed. Maybe other people aren't as excited for me as I am for me. Maybe you're telling a couple people your ideas and they're like, that's stupid, why would you do that? What's wrong? Oh my God, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's why I say, keep it to yourself. Lock down your finances, lock down your lips, keep whatever this is to yourself. You know what you're trying to build here, okay? You know what you're doing. Bring it to Judgment. And realize maybe these people are jealous. Maybe these people can't do the things that you want to do. Maybe they aren't in a place where you are to understand what it is that you want to do. Maybe they just don't understand. And so they're giving you grief, guilt. I feel definitely guilt with this. They're giving you guilt and grief, and it's making you feel some kind of way. So don't feel bad about it. Just bring it to Judgment. You guys, you're the air signs, right? You are objective. You got truth on your side. Like, you look at things in black and white. So bring it to Judgment, look at it in black and white, assess what it is, and be done with it. And again, heavy, can't breathe. You got the Hanged Man. What do you have right underneath him? Another Hanged Man. This is all about looking at everything differently. You are doing something differently than you've ever done in your life. Like, whatever way you have operated in the past, this is completely different. This is a totally different mindset. That's why I said, you keeping this to yourself, keeping this under wraps, you keeping this close to your chest is self-defense, and you need to do that right now. This is not about being a miser or being cheap or being antisocial or not wanting to share your wealth or being afraid. This is about you dealing with doing something a completely different way, really, really focusing on learning to look at life differently, because you're building a brand new foundation and you want something different for yourself, and that's okay. Don't let everybody guilt the shit out of you and make you feel bad, or, you know, give you some kind of nonsense that you don't know what you're doing, because Aquarius, you know what you're doing. I heard somebody say the other day, my husband is a Virgo. Okay, I'll let you go after this. And they said Aquarius drives Virgo nuts, because Virgos are very earth signs. Show me, show me, show me. And Aquarians are like, because I know. And they're like, okay, but can you show me? Why do you know? Well, I know because I know. I just know because I know. My husband's a Virgo. This is a conversation we frequently have. He gets really upset when I say, well, because I know, and I do know, and I am right, and I know. And it drives him. He's like, well, how do you know that? I'm like, I just know. I'll leave you with that. Thank you guys so much. I can't wait to hear how this manifests for you. Let me know your thoughts and comments. I really appreciate you all more than you could know. Thank you for watching.